I was shot on the right leg on June 9th, 2020. On my way home, a guy followed me and attempted to carjack me.
That night, I was shot in the leg while we were chasing an offender who was previously wanted for brandishing a handgun.
We responded to a domestic related shots fired. I was shot in the heart.
So we were going after a known offender. We exchanged gunfire. I got hit twice and then almost bled to death.
I gave chase to the suspect in his vehicle. After a couple blocks, he exited his vehicle and began shooting at my vehicle. I was shot in my right arm and left wrist on January 29th, 2020.
We were responding to a robbery. I got shot in the head. I suffered a TBI, traumatic brain injury.
I was assisting on a domestic call in our district. I was shot in my right leg, in my femur, on August 5th, 2020.
We were conducting a search warrant, shot through the door, struck me in my top left shoulder, bullet traveled through my neck, hit my C4 vertebrae.
We were called to assist a unit on a traffic stop. A struggle ensued on the ground when we were trying to cuff him, and he ultimately was able to retrieve a firearm from his waistband and open fire on us, striking my partner and myself.
I took 2 rounds. I took 1 round to my left arm, the other round into my abdomen, which ended up piercing my colon, lung, diaphragm, and then missed my heart and spine by 2 millimeters.
I was assisting other officers with a transport. They had an offender in custody for vehicular hijacking.
As soon as he opened the back seat of the squad car to let the prisoner out, Officer Cody got shot right underneath the neck by the prisoner. I started taking fire, and then there was an exchange of gunfire that day.
I heard a lot of gunshots as I was running out, and then as I was getting closer to the actual scene, I took cover behind the tree, at which point I got hit in the left hip area.
I ran outside to better assist my officers. Unfortunately, I was shot in the shoulder back area.
An officer basically needed an assist, and myself and 2 other officers stepped up and did what we could to help.
In that situation, so much goes through your mind from the training that we receive and from our prior experience in the military. You know, things kick in that you didn't even know was there.
The training just kicks in, and it just takes over pretty much, and you're just doing anything you can to protect your fellow officers.
Knowing I'm bleeding really fast, I applied tourniquet, to my leg. I did everything I could, to stop the bleeding before I get to the hospital, so I can come back to my kids, and my wife.
And so I got damage to my voice box. I got a fractured C5, and I have a bullet in my arm with limited mobility now in my right arm.
Been through surgery. It's been a lot of pain, but I'm working through it.
No injuries at all, no bruising, no nothing. My vest did its job.
As you can see, I'm still recovering. They finally got the surgery conducted on my right ankle. My vertebrae's healing nicely.
Thankfully, I'm still here, and that is the life of a police officer. You could go out and you don't know if you're gonna make it home that day.
The hardest thing was letting my mother know the incident that happened, and the only thing you could tell her is like, "Mom, please don't freak out." And of course, they freak out.
All the prayers and all the support, I'm very thankful.
We don't talk about that kind of thing, it's like an unwritten rule. You don't talk about it. So, at least I don't with my family. We're not gonna sit around and cry about things that can or cannot happen.
I still love what I do, and I still love helping the community and being there for my fellow officers.
I don't feel like a hero. I didn't feel like a hero when I got my start. I didn't feel like a hero when I was in the military. I'm just glad that everybody's okay.
I'm extremely honored.
I just did what my calling was, what my job is.
My wife has quite calmly told me that I'm not a hero and to go out and mow the lawn.
I'm like any other cop on the street, just trying to do his job and trying to keep this city safe from people who want to do the exact opposite.
I'm not a hero. The 3 guys that were in the parking lot there with me, they were the heroes. They're the ones that saved my life.
I'm honored, grateful.
I don't consider myself a hero. The hero are the men and women that are not here. They're on these walls. Those are the heroes.